but you gotta be there for me too. Why aren't you dead yet? Why you still breathing? Hello internet, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. Today I've decided to do another My Top 10. My previous one was about my top 10 favorite TV shows. Here are my top 10 favorite movies. The first one is my absolute favorite movie of all time. It is FORREST Gump. So here is a quick little synopsis. Slow-witted Forrest Gump, played by Tom Hanks, has never thought of himself as disadvantaged, and thanks to his supportive mother, he leads anything but a restricted life. Whether dominating on the field as a football star, fighting in Vietnam, or captaining a shrimp boat, Forrest inspires people with his childlike optimism. But one person Forrest cares about most may be the most difficult to save: his childhood love, the sweet but troubled Jenny. Literally, this movie is so good. I literally cry every single time I watch it. Number 2 is The Notebook. This has like one of the biggest reputations for being a classic chick flick. I feel like this movie has honestly set my standards way too high, but we're just gonna go with it. In 1940, South Carolina, mill worker Noel Calhoun and rich girl Allie are desperately in love, but her parents don't approve. When Noah goes off to serve in World War II, it seems to mark the end of their love affair. Allie becomes involved with another man, but when Noah returns to their small town years later, on the cusp of Allie's marriage, it soon becomes clear that their romance is anything but over. I think this movie is so good. I love it so much. Like, it's so cute. The next one is Beauty and the Beast, the live action one. Obviously, I loved the original Disney fan, love the Disney movies. Favorite Disney movie, however, is Peter Pan, not Beauty and the Beast, but it's a close runner-up. Honestly, I was kind of skeptical about the live action movie before I went to see it because I was like, oh, I really hope it does it justice. Like, it's such a good movie to begin with. Your girl cried. If you, for some reason, don't know what Beauty and the Beast is, I'll read a quick synopsis. An arrogant young prince and his castle servants fall under a spell of a wicked witch enchantress who turns him into the hideous beast until he learns to love and be loved in return. The spirited, headstrong village girl Belle enters the beast castle after he imprisons her father, Maurice. With the help of his enchanted servants, Belle begins to draw the cold-hearted beast out of his isolation. The next one actually has a tie-in to Beauty and the Beast. It's basically kind of like another remake, but in more of like a modern setting. The movie is beastly. It stars Vanessa Hudgens and Alex Pettyfer. Kyle thinks he is God's gift at his high school. He plays a prank on a fellow student, Kendra, who, unbeknown to him, is a witch. Kendra teaches him a lesson by putting a curse on him to make him as beastly on the outside as he is on the inside. He has 1 year to find someone to fall in love with him, or he will stay that way forever. Woo! It's a good one. Number 5 is Titanic. Funny backstory to this. My cousin Hayden and I used to watch this at my grandma's trailer. She had it in like a VHS thing, so there was 2 VHS tapes. We didn't really care about the first part. We only wanted to see like the action, so we only ever watched the second half, like where the boat was sinking. More recently, I watched the movie in full and I was shooken. Newfound love for Leonardo DiCaprio, but yeah, if you don't know what the Titanic is, I'll give you a quick rundown. The Titanic is an epic action-packed romance set in the ill-fated maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic, the pride and joy of the White Star Line, and at the time, the largest moving object ever built, which ultimately carried over 1,500 people to their death in the ice-cold waters of the North Atlantic. They decided to add a little bit of a romance between Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio, and I'm in love with it. The next movie is called 10 Things I Hate About You. It stars Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles. It's about Kat Stratford, beautiful, smart, and quite abrasive to most of her fellow teens, meaning that she doesn't attract many boys. Unfortunately for her younger sister Bianca, house rules say that she can't date until Kat has a boyfriend, so strings are pulled to set the dour damsel up for a romance. Soon, Kat crosses paths with handsome new arrival Patrick Verona. It's cute. It's a romance. Of course I love it. Next, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. An advice columnist, Andy Anderson, played by Kate Hudson, tries pushing the boundaries of what she can write about in her new piece about how to get a man to leave you in 10 days. Her editor loves it, and Andy goes off to find a man that she can use for the experiment. Enter executive Ben Barry, played by Matthew McConaughey, who is so confident in his romantic ways that he thinks he can make any woman fall in love with him in 10 days. When Andy and Ben meet, their plans backfire, as you can tell, because they have the opposite plans, you know what I'm saying? Endless love. Jade Butterfield, a sheltered but privileged teen who comes enthralled with David Elliott, played by Alex Pettyfer, a working-class youth with a troubled past. Though Jade and David quickly fall in love, Jade's father strongly disapproves of the relationship, while David's father advises caution. However, their parents' disapproval only makes the love-struck teens more determined to pursue the intense affair. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Here's another one with Alex Pettyfer called Item Number 4. This is more of like an action movie, but I really enjoy it. John Smith, played by Alex Pettyfer, seems like an ordinary teenager, but he is an alien on the run from merciless enemies hunting him and the 8 others like him. Always changing his identity and moving to different towns with his guardian Henry, John has no real past and no true home. However, in this small Ohio town where he now lives, he discovers love, powerful new abilities, and a connection to others of his kind. In Your Eyes. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Elizabeth thoroughly enjoys it. We've watched it multiple times. A neglected and sheltered housewife shares a metaphysical connection with a charismatic ex-con. So basically, there's these 2 people that have no idea who each other are. They live like completely across the country, and they can like kind of communicate with one another. They can see what the other person is seeing. It's a romance. Bet you didn't guess that, did ya? Those are my top 10 favorite movies. If you like the sounds of any of them, or if you've seen them, make sure you comment down below which ones. If you enjoyed this week's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you next time.